budget and your place in it. So I have a little bit different idea in that, I disagree with, for instance, bachelor's degrees in accounting and engineering and stuff like that, because I think that, you miss a lot of what education has to offer by again, turning it into a trade school rather than now the trade is necessary. And, some of the best students I've encountered in my life, Steve, were people who were working as carpenters and plumbers and electricians and bus drivers that were also taking university courses, for degree or not for degree, just for general enrichment. And that's what I'm talking about. It's just knowing something. For instance, tonight I go to a series of lectures on classical music. I know something about classical music already, but there's a lot more to know. And there's a great variety of people in the class. And that's kind of my bent, is I'm a little bit wary on the overemphasis we have, on technical training at the university level. But that's just my own personal bias.
No, well, these personal biases are exactly what should be discussed in classes. And as a teacher, I may not be able to present, as you have, the particular faults of a current situation. So some kid who says, well, my dad wants me to prepare for some sort of work in a corporate. Well, and prepare for some sort of work, and so I better get like a business degree, or I better get an accounting degree, and at a bachelor's level. And what I hear you saying is that you're actually more valuable as an employee or as a partner on a project if you have a broader basic foundation and you get the tools of the trade later or even on the job.
Yeah, that's the way the English do it. The British model is always, in fact, there is no such thing as an accounting course in all of Great Britain, none of their universities. If you want to be an accountant, first you get a bachelor's degree in poetry or physics or history or something like that, and you go to work for one of the big firms and they train you on the job. And I even know a couple of Americans who were educated in Britain under that system, and they happen to be at the very pinnacle of the accounting profession. So it doesn't hurt them.
And so they started off knowing less than the guy with the bachelor's degree in accounting, but then because of their broader perspective, they were promoted faster, I would think.
Well, I don't think it's that so much. I think it's just that, they're very good. Probably whatever they chose to do, they're very good at. And, my stories on the topic are legion. Frank Capra being nonetheless, Frank Capra was arguably the greatest filmmaker in the history of American film. And he was dead set on becoming a chemist. Got a bachelor's degree in chemistry in 1922 from Caltech. A, how many people went to college during the Great Depression of 1922? B, how many of them went to Caltech?
Right.
How many of those trained to be a chemist and end up being a great filmmaker? So it's a matter of keeping your horizons broad and being able to move. And I use examples like, they're both college dropouts, Bill Gates and Steve Jobs, and neither one of them took a business course.
I love that. What idiot put them in charge, right?
Yeah. How come they didn't get with the program,
Now, see, these are precisely the kind of conversations that we could have, and it would help my students to overhear them. So, with your permission, we could record some of our discussions, and then my students would comment. Maybe I could transcribe some of your witty stories, and then my students could comment on those, and then you could comment back. And we could have an ongoing blog, in a sense.
Yeah. Well, there's another side to that, too, Steve. I don't mind participating, but I'm pretty I refuse to do social media, things like that. And I kind of want to keep a low profile. As I said, I'm attempting to be retired. I haven't been very successful at it. And there are
Oh, that's great.
So
Well,
I'm just trying to keep a low profile. Not that I mean I'd like to help and everything like that, but I guess I just kind of want to stay below the radar too.
so basically, you could be an advisor to a teacher, and you could recommend, hey, read this book or present to your students a couple of these ideas. One, 24% of all undergraduate degrees are business diplomas. Two,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me. I do know that nationwide, the most popular course of study is accounting, and has been for some years now.
Yeah, and so then 2 points from that, there is no accounting course of study in Britain, and the only way to study for it is to actually get hired for a job. And then the second point is that two of our leading entrepreneurs never took a business course.
Yeah. I never finished college. There was a woman I used to work with some years ago in the healthcare industry, and she was very, very good at what she did. And she managed a billing department of 60 to 70 people, and a truly management job. And she used to fret and ask me about career guidance, and fret by saying, well, I don't have a college degree, and that's what limited herself. And my response always was, neither does Steve Jobs or Bill Gates.
Right.
Or Larry Ellison, for that matter.
Yeah, or Richard Branson.
Yeah, there you go.
And all of them, in sense, are managers. I mean, when you really come down to it, it's management.
Yeah, do you want to be a manager or do you want to be a functionary? You know, that's the thing to look at, too.
Well, these are...
Yeah, these are things we could talk about, Steve.
Yeah,
but,
okay.
I really need to shove off because I got a 3 o'clock appointment.
Terrific.
And